Hello, Taurus. This is Jeffrey. This is the shape of light, and this is your reading for 2026. Okay. I was wearing another hat, but I realized that the blues don't match on camera. In real life, they do. So I switched to this cute little number, which I don't wear often, but I think it's really cute. All right. So the overall message is reset. Like the whole year is about you, the individual, resetting your life. What does that mean? I'm going to reset my priorities. I'm going to reset how I spend my time. I'm going to reset who I spend time with. I'm going to reset um, how I make money. It's something. There's definitely a reset. Okay. So this is going to be a yearly reading. So I throw 12 cards. And what I do is I use two different decks, and one is bigger and one is smaller. I use the bigger one for the overall energy, and I'm going to throw 12 cards for the 12 months. And then I use a smaller ones to get more of a, I don't know, more details. But first and foremost, I throw one card for the overall energy for Taurus for 2026. Okay. Victory. Lovely. Lovely. I have a really profound understanding of this card. It's a six. Six is about continuing. Six has this energy of a wheel for some reason for me. Um, it continues. It's about, I don't know, tenacity. All right. Harmony. Movement. A lot of movement in six. The Six of Wands. So wands are about creativity and passion. For me, this is King David. That's the way I understand it. So this card is really about leadership. It's about being seen as a leader. It's about being seen. It's about being supported and loved. So he was the general. He is the general, and he goes into the next town and he takes all their good stuff. And, that's the way it goes. What can I say? And it's like he stepped up to it because he had to in a way. But he's loved and supported unconditionally. This unconditional love is to be beloved and to be supported both by people around you, by community, by your guides and angels. It's a really, really, really lovely card. If you put it into one word, it's victory. So it's a really nice card. And there's a sense of freedom. There's a white horse. Okay. So that's the overall energy, victory. Lovely. And I put the card back in the deck, and now I'm going to shuffle some more. Don't worry, I won't shuffle 12 times. I offer private readings. I have books available for purchase. I have meditations. I offer spiritual healing, spiritual realignment, let's say. It's energy work, basically. All the information is below. Let's get to the reading, and then Mr. Jeffrey's going to go to lunch. That's what Mr. Jeffrey's going to do. I'm going to have, but probably Mexican. Probably. All right, let's see if everything fits. I'm going to make it fit. Okay. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Okay, first I'll turn everything around and then I'll show you the cards. All right, now, does everything show up? It does. Miracle. January, December. It goes this way. Okay, so January, this is a great card. The Empress is one of the best cards in the deck. Uh, The Empress is really about being in flow. The Empress is really about abundance, creativity, fertility, growth. Um, it's about growth. It could be artistic inspiration. It's also about generosity. So there's like an abundance of material goods, of a spiritual, understandings. Gotta shuffle. So the Empress is a great way to begin the year. So it's going to be a good year. So maybe there's a new creative project that you want to begin, that you're giving birth to. And what's on top of it? Yeah, it's about finding the balance, about where to filter in the creativity. And sometimes I never really read it like this, but because this one is making choices, right? And he's making financial choices. So for instance, oh well, I can't start painting because I can't afford the paint. No, 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 no. It's like get some magic markers and start it on a piece of paper. That there's a will, there's a way. Like if you put the effort in, it'll show up, right? Okay, that's January. Okay, February is really about seeing things clearly, seeing things in a balanced manner. Okay, because maybe you're the type that gets obsessed and it's like, okay, well, I'm going to start painting. I'm going to paint every day and da 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 da. It's like, well, how about you do it 2 days a week? Okay. Hmm. Your finances are going to improve. Your finances are going to improve, and it might have something to do, because these are the two cards I got, February. It might have something to do with, I don't know, maybe receiving money somehow from the government or from something that's been long-standing or something like maybe you're not even aware. I feel like it feels like money's going to come to you. Great. February. March, I'm willing to like not carry stuff that's no longer sharp. I only want to carry sharp things. I have confidence in my initial thought. I have confidence in where I'm going, what I'm doing, and all the stuff that's like, nagging me. This is what I'm getting. That's nagging me from the past. I'm going to leave behind. I'm only going to take the good stuff and move forward. This is March toward my healing, toward my balance. I get like a physical healing. I'm getting like a physical healing. So maybe there are things like, let's say you have some sort of issue. I don't know. And then, you take a certain amount of actions toward it. Maybe you eat different foods, maybe you're taking vitamins, maybe you're exercising, et cetera, et cetera. But you're doing like a lot and you welcome in a healing. And, in order to, if you want the guides and angels to help, you have to ask. So I turn to my light and I ask my light and my guides and angels, my higher self, to heal me, whether it's physical, mental, emotional, and I'm leaving the rest behind. Maybe there was too much of a regimen. Maybe you were doing too much, and maybe certain things that you're going to take into the future, and other things it's like I think I'm wasting my time, and I'm just going to let that go. I'm just going to let that be. March. April, because by April, you realize that you have everything you need in order to manifest whatever it is you want. So it feels like, this creative energy comes through, right? And you're trying to find a place for it. And then somehow the universe helps you out, I think financially or in terms of security, might even involve a legal thing. I'm forgetting my English now. I forget the Spanish. I don't know the word, and then I try to find the word in English. I can't find the word in English. Okay. And then March is like I confidently move into my healing. April, I've gathered my energy back, and now I'm ready to like manifest what it is that I want, you know. And at the end of the day, it's got to be practical and stable and in the physical world and soft and nurturing, but not overdoing it, right? Not overdoing it. It feels like there's this deeper sense of realizing your own power. That's what it feels like. There's this deep sense of realizing your own power, your own autonomy. And I think that's why the support is there. The first card, it's not even down. Because, if everyone loves and supports you, but if you don't love and support yourself, then it's not going to go very far. But it feels like that is being nurtured. May, you have a strategy and a plan for the future, and you're taking action on it toward establishing something that's going to last. June, trust your intuition. It's really strong, especially in June. I don't know why. It's almost like if you, it feels like if you're intuitive, you're going to develop clairaudience or clairvoyance or clairsentience. Something is coming through. Something new is coming through. And I think that this past healing and this sense of support, and you're moving forward with it, is just going to open up a road, open up a door, open up an opportunity. July. Yeah, I'm not really quite sure where it's going. I'm not really quite sure where my intuition is leading me, but I am on the path, and it will become clear as it becomes clear. August. New, fresh ideas come through, and I sit in them, and I claim them, and I own them, and I utilize them, and I delegate with them, and I'm in charge. Nice. September. I receive messages. When I say I mean you. I'm receiving message, and this is the card of Taurus anyway. I receive messages from spirit as to how to organize my thoughts, my feelings, my life. And I run with them. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. So I have the Hierophant twice, and I have the Knight of Wands twice. So it's not enough to want to establish something. One has to take action and put it together and do it. And that, I mean, really, that's so powerful. And that's really like the message for the year feels. October, again, how am I going to balance this new power by getting really good at it? by getting really good at it, by understanding exactly how it works, by learning something, by continuing to hone my craft, by paying attention to detail. It's not in the head, it's in the body. November, this feels like a reconciliation. This feels like a reconciliation between you and another. That's what it feels like. Reconciliation on the astral plane. Wow. On the astral plane. The moon showed up twice too. Sometimes we can reconcile with people even if they're passed away, even if they're gone, even if they're not in this plane, or, maybe you lost touch with them. They moved to another country 30 years ago or something. But it feels like there's an understanding and a healing and a reconciliation between you and another from the past. And I have a feeling that they're no longer here. So, you know, just because they're dead doesn't mean you can't talk to them. I call on my deceased relative that I had misunderstandings with, and they saw things one way and I saw things another. And I call them in to forgive them and to let them go. So to free myself and to free them from whatever energies or contract we had put in place on a spiritual level that no longer served me or them. That's what I'm getting. All right. And then December I have the diplomat. I mean, the King of Cups is he's really loving, he's really kind, he knows how to listen. Um, he listens with his heart. So this is about listening with your heart, listening with a sense of compassion, with a sense of compassion, I want to say. Mhm. This victory card that we started with, right, is this energy of really being supported, even though it's almost like you might feel like a fraud, but nobody else thinks you're a fraud. You're the only one that thinks you're a fraud. That's the way it feels. And and then the support shows up for you, and it's through that support and love and kind of wind behind your back that you get not just from people in the physical world, but also from spirit and your guides that grants you this opportunity for abundance, for balance, to change maybe your finances or your security, to heal, to nurture, to establish, to create, to clear, to empower, to act, to do, to intuit, to receive. That's what I get. That's what I get. Now, I don't, I have, I have one ace. I have one, two. I have no threes. I have no fours. I have one, four. Yeah, I'm not getting a number thing. What I'm really getting is this. This is what I'm really getting. I received a message from heaven in my third eye, and I know how to organize things, and I'm going to take action on them and work hard at it. so I can balance everything in my life and follow my intuition. Very nice. Love and support. That's the energy. It's a Six of Wands. Love and support. To be beloved. Understand yourself as being beloved. You know, I've been doing a lot of this spiritual work for a really long time, many, many years. And I think that the big, I don't know, revelation or information that I get, and I can't just be for me. I mean, it can, but it's not. Is the big, I don't know, life lesson really for all of us is deep self-love, deep self-care, and to really open up to the Godhead, angels, whatever you want to call it, to really understand yourself as being completely and utterly loved, no matter what you do, if you have a fresh mouth, if you don't pay your bills on time, all that stuff that we tell ourselves, oh, I'm a bad person. I didn't do this right. And like, we love you, we love you, we love you, we love you. And I feel like that's what's going to come through this year, this energy of love and support. So tap into it. Not that it's not there all the time, but certain times or places, situations are, it's just, it's like it's like the point in the ground where the river wants to go. It's a low place and the water's just going to come there. It's just, you don't really, it's just the lay of the land. And it feels like that this is the time for that this year. Lovely, lovely. All right. Blessings. If you want a reading, etc., it's all below. See you soon. Bye.